Hello and welcome. In this video, I would like to talk about what IISERs actually provide to you and how do you build a profile to basically get a PhD position somewhere. You can also take this video as a guide if joining IISERs would be worth it for you, since a lot of you have been asking me this question. Now, to begin with, the first thing that IISER gives to you is access to labs and world-class professors. This basically means that you get a perfect opportunity to carry out world-class research and collaborate with professors and academics all around the world. Now, remember, this is just an opportunity, and it's up to your own accord to actually work upon and grab this opportunity and utilize it to the most. That is, it is up to you to work under a professor and gain experience letters, that is recommendation letters, and use these recommendation letters to get positions abroad, be it internship or be it a PhD position or a postdoc. Now coming to the second part, which is community. The student community at IISERs is actually pretty competitive, or at least it was at IISER Kolkata during my time. What this basically translates to is the fact that you will have your batchmates trying to get internships and working on research projects on all of the latest and greatest of the cutting edge of the basic research in every field, be it physics, biology, chemistry, earth sciences, whatever have you. This gives you a great overview of what's happening on the frontiers of research, and this really also helps you basically get a hold of what you actually want to work on. So just to give you an example, during my time at IISER Kolkata, my roommate used to study on computational condensed matter physics. One of my great friends studied computational astrophysics. Another of my friends studied GR, general relativity, and cosmology, while yet another of my friends used to work on quantum optics. Now this basically gave me, as an undergraduate physics student, an overview of all the different trending fields of physics in the moment. And this really helped me choose optics, specifically laser optics and condensed matter physics, for my future research direction. This also greatly helps you when you are applying for PhD positions or internships. Now, this nicely brings me on to the next point, which is the MOUs between IISER and various universities across India and the globe. So, until very recently, IISER students used to enjoy scholarships like the DAD-WISE for internships in Germany, and there was also a MOU between the Max Planck Society in Germany and IISERs in India. There was also an MOU between ENS in France and IISERs in India. There was also the CHEPAC program for funding internships in France. There were also some programs to fund internships in the US, like the Corona program. And as far as I know, still an active MOU between the Max Planck Society and IISERs to send some Indian master students to do their master thesis in Max Planck institutions in Germany. There was also, until recently, the MITAX fellowship from the Canadian government for IISER students to do an internship in Canada, but as far as I know, that has been cancelled very recently, unfortunately. Regardless of the MOUs, you still have the connections of the professors of IISERs. So, for example, I got a lot of internships using the connections of the professors at my home IISER, that is IISER Kolkata. And if you have worked hard enough, like I had done back then, to get a reco from one of the big shot professors at IISER, then it can be really easy to just get an internship, be it for your master's or for your summer internship or even a PhD position based off of this recommendation letter. Now, this brings me on to the next point, and that is the general exposure to R&D that you get at IISERs. So, first of all, you get to attend various summer schools and seminars from academics across the globe, which gives you a general exposure of what's happening. And you also get to attend various summer schools where you get to learn various new techniques and so on. And this really helps you get up to speed and also learn new skills, which can be really helpful when you're applying for a certain position. Now, this brings me on to the final point, and that is the global alumni network. This network really comes in handy when you are applying to some place. So, to give you my example, for when I was applying for PhD positions across Europe, I had the benefit of having been able to talk to my seniors who were already in those places where I was actually looking for. And this really helps you get an idea on how you should approach an application, or like what kind of research actually goes on, and if you would actually be a good fit there, and what kind of experience that you should highlight and so on. So yeah, this really helps, and you will only understand the value of this once you start applying yourself. This also helps you when you say you're relocating and so on, as I explained in my other video. So yeah, that's there. Now, to conclude the video, I would like to say that this is all that IISER provides you. And hear me out, so it's going to be a bit of rant, but yeah, this is actually all that IISER provides you. And unlike what some people out there might promise you, no, if you join IISER, you don't automatically become a scientist. You need to work hard for it. IISER provides you a platform, but it's just that. It guarantees you nothing, and if you go there and you don't work hard, then you're gonna be disappointed. So yeah, I wouldn't actually believe people who are creating unnecessary hype across the internet regarding IISERs. Yeah, they are a platform. They are a great platform, but it's up to you to go in there, work hard, and get what you deserve. So with this, I hope you all the best. And to close the video, yeah, everything is based on my personal experience and the experience of my friends at IISER Kolkata, which now is like 2 years ago already. So yeah, things might have varied. So take these things with a pinch of salt, and all the things here are my personal opinion and the opinion of my friends. So that's that. Goodbye. Good luck.